Hey everybody, Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we are looking at the Marvel Legends Unbeatable Squirrel Girl figure. This figure comes with a vehicle and the figure itself. Before I get into the figure, I do want to kind of talk about Squirrel Girl. This character debuted back in 1991 in the Marvel Superheroes Volume 2, issue number 8. I actually had that comic where she was introduced, and I kind of really got into the character. I thought she was really unique and special, and the fact that she was able to vanquish Doctor Doom basically with just squirrels was awesome. I don't remember what year it was that I made it, but I actually made my own custom Squirrel Girl. Which was, in my opinion, pretty good. I'll have to see if I can find a photo of it and put it next to this one to see how it compares. But yeah, when I found out about this particular figure being released, I was pretty excited. This Squirrel Girl is based on the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl comic that was done by Erica Henderson and Ryan North from Marvel Comics. It really kind of rekindled the Squirrel Girl fandom, I guess. And my daughter at the time, she was pretty young and she wanted to get into comics, and it was a really good comic for her, kind of as a starting point. They were pretty wholesome comics, nothing really bad in them. But so when I found out about this figure coming out, I was really excited. A little confused, because they gave her a scooter instead of her she had a helicopter, squirrel wig. But yeah, and she does have her squirrels. She does come with Tippy Toe, which is her current sidekick squirrel. We'll look at the packaging real quick. So it's one of the bigger packages with the vehicles. I know they did a Punisher that came with a motorcycle, I believe, that was kind of released at the same time. But it's got the logo, and this is the actual logo from the comic book. On the bottom, we have all of the legal stuff, the UPC code. Now, I picked this up on clearance at Target, and I actually got it for like $10. I know they had been out for a while, and I was kind of seeing how the line was going to do. If it was going to do, good or bad. Trying to find one too was also a challenge. The side, the artwork's pretty funny. The same picture on the other side. I know it's kind of hard to see, this box is so long. But on the back, we have kind of a little setup here. It talks a little bit about her with her powers, and these are in different languages. Over here on this side, you have her with her squirrels and her tail and the basket and everything, more legal stuff. So, yeah, I was pretty excited when I heard about this figure, and, I had been trying to, message Marvel Legends and telling them, hey, when are we getting a Squirrel Girl? And, they delivered. So, we're going to open this up, check it out, and see how it is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open it, and it's got tape right here. So, I said earlier, this is a really long box. It's hard to get it all in the shot. I really like the background. It's kind of a cool little background for a photo op for the figures. It's kind of like a little garden walkway. It's pretty neat. And we have, this is probably just the warnings. Yeah, it's the choking hazard warning, the different languages and stuff. So, see, I don't see any rubber bands on the back, so I shouldn't have a problem there. ahead and take her out. Okay, so the hardest part getting out is the tail. We'll look at her in a second. Take the vehicle out. It does have a little horn and the side mirror for the vehicle. Take the squirrels out. Okay, so go ahead and look at the vehicle real quick. Slide the camera down. Okay, so here is the little scooter. Now, I think this might be the same scooter that they used with, there was a Deadpool figure that came with a scooter. This might be the same scooter. I'm not sure. But the wheels both turn, and it's got a kickstand. It's got a basket on the front. The handlebars do turn the wheel. It does got this like gnarly tailpipe coming out. So, and then we have the horn, which I guess just kind of clips. Like right there. And then the mirrors. There's little peg holes for those. Okay, so they're each cut differently. Let's see. It's hard to tell. There we go. Okay. So they're just kind of a little finicky. There we go. Okay. So they are a little pain to get in. And the little horn fell off. It's kind of really loose. It just kind of barely sits up there. But the little gauge, I think there's a sticker in it. That's kind of neat that they added that. So there is the scooter. And we come with, she comes with 3 squirrels. So we have one that's kind of on the ground like that, ready to pounce. And then we have one that has an acorn. And these can just kind of sit in the basket here. But we also get Tippy Toe. Now Tippy Toe is her current squirrel companion sidekick, I guess. Kind of like the Robin to the Batman. But you can tell it's Tippy Toe because of the bow. She's kind of like the main squirrel helper. So I'm glad that, you know, we have at least her and not like just 3 random squirrels. And move on to the figure. So the biggest issue that I had, I'll set that to the side. The biggest issue that I had when I made my custom figure was the tail, and I was always curious how you know, Hasbro would do the tail. So the tail, it's completely plastic. It's like solid plastic. There's really no. It's just basically a hunk of plastic, and it's, you know, glued onto their back. So there's not much to talk about with that. Articulation, you know, joints are a little stiff, but it's got the standard Marvel Legends articulation. You know, pretty decent articulation. You know, the arms move up and down. Um, there is no swivel right here on the forearm, or not the forearm, the arm up here. So we just have the elbow. The wrist, we have rockers on it, and it turns. Same with the other one. Head, you know, pretty good. It's on a ball joint, back and forth. We have a joint right here for articulation there. There's not much back and forth there. Raise your arms up so we can get to the waist. So the belt is kind of loose. There is articulation in the... Okay, so there's no articulation in the waist because it's one piece. So the belt just kind of sits there. Legs, they're on a ball joint. We do have swivel here. Knees are double jointed, which is good because she's very agile. We have articulation in the top of the boot. The ankle kind of locks. There is some rock to it, yeah, there is rock to it. So kind of your standard Marvel Legends articulation. It's just a little stiff where it's, you know, I guess where it's been in the package. But the jacket is not connected. The top jacket is not connected to the body, so it's possible it could be taken off. Of course, it would be scary looking, but the head's pretty good. Can't tell if they really gave her the buck teeth or not. She does have, or she had buck teeth in the comics. Can't really tell. But she does have her little acorn earrings. She does have her little curls. Her headband. Now there is some paint over on the headband. Just a little bit. But I don't know, when I made mine, I had made it out of a fabric, and there was a wire inside so the tail could actually move around and stuff. But with that's just, I mean, there's mass produced, there's not a lot they can do, so I guess that's the best route that they had. But I like her. She's pretty cool. I'm glad we got a Squirrel Girl figure. That's really cool. I'm happy with it. But yeah, I'm gonna set her here. And I'm gonna see if I can't find a picture of the custom that I made. If I can get her to sit right. Yeah. So let's try her on this. I'll just add the picture of my custom at the end. I'll take some pictures of her and do a side-by-side comparison with the custom I made. Let's see her on her scooter. So there is foot. That tail just kills it. It's just so heavy. But there is foot pegs. If we can get it, there we go. And of course, she doesn't have any grabbing arms, so she can't really grab the handlebars, but she can kind of. It was kind of an awkward figure. They have it packaged on the back. Okay, so on the back, they don't even really have her sitting on the back. So yeah, it's going to be really difficult to have her sitting on this as functionality goes, just because when you put her feet on the peg holes, she can't really bend to actually reach the handlebars. Oh, that's showing through, but yeah, it's not designed very well. I would at least give her, like holding hands, or at least one holding hand. But I guess that's one on the back of the package. They don't even have her sitting on there. She's just kind of straddling it. But, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, that's kind of useless. It's just a Hasbro's attempt at a fancy figure stand. So I'll do without that. I would probably see about coming up with some kind of stand for her, or something. It's just that tail is so heavy that it makes almost posing it impossible without some kind of stand. But that's my drawback, which in hindsight, I guess that's why they never really made a Squirrel Girl figure, was because of her tail. How were they going to address it? Now, if it was removable, which I don't think it is, no, it's glued on there, it might be a little, have something, I don't know, have it removable and maybe have like a tail that comes down so she could like lean on her tail or something. I don't know. It's a good figure. I like it. I like that they made a Squirrel Girl figure. The tail bugs me, but what can you do? Mass production wise. I think the scooter, it's going to take some real work to get her on here, but I think the scooter, in my opinion, is just a fancy stand. I don't care for it. The squirrels are pretty cool. I like how they included them. I like how they included Tippy Toe. But it's a good figure. It's a decent figure. I just hate the tail. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you again soon.